I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Dedicated to the only serious choice, the gospel of Jesus Christ in music and the spoken word. You're watching Light Source Victory Television live with me, your host, Pastor Nyesha McCauley, inviting you to sit back and relax for the next 8 minutes as we continue our journey into the life-changing, life-giving, everlasting word of the Most High God. My friends, it's time for the most important 8 minutes of the day. It's time for the 8-minute Bible study. Now, of course, it is my Bible study time that I spend with you. We try and do it each and every day right here at AccessTV.org on Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, and other social media around the world. As we broadcast live from the greatest city on earth, Hartford, Connecticut, New England's rising star. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, want to let you know that if you want to get caught up on the 8-minute Bible studies, just go to AccessTV.org, go to channel 10, and that'll give you a quick review of all of the 8-minute Bible studies of the past. And also, while you're at AccessTV.org, check out all of the great programming that's there. Okay, let's get started. We are reading from 2 Timothy chapter 3. That's where we were when we were last together, which was yesterday. We ended 2 Timothy chapter 2, so let's get started. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Now, what are perilous times? You know, times that are challenging, the latter days. Well, you know, people have been talking about the last days being among us and upon us for a long time. So, you know, how do you know when it's the last days? Well, you know, it is appointed unto man once to die, after that the judgment. So don't think of it in terms of like the last days, like, you know, when most work gets done in the workplace, like the last minute. People work 8 hours a day, but the real productive time of the day is the last like 3 hours of the day. So what happens to the first 5? We don't want to do that with your life. You know, you want to be wise as it relates to your treasure building in heaven. Okay, where you are depositing real worth, real value for which there can be return dividend. That only happens in the bank of heaven, all right? And it's not money in the sense that we think of money here that you are depositing, particularly when you consider that money is just a tool, nothing more, nothing less. So many people give up all that they are and who they are, chasing after a tool. It's like chasing after hammers, because the Bible makes it very clear. What does it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Okay, so the greatest treasure that you have is you, all right? And the connection that you have to he who's the author and finisher of life, which is Jesus, all right? So perilous times shall come. How do we know what perilous times are like? Well, let's not leave it up to our imaginations or make it so subject to, what's relative and politically correct for the moment in whatever particular age. Let's look and see what it says. Verse 2 should give us a little breakdown of exactly what Paul's talking about. He says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent," all right, "fierce, despisers of those that are good." Verse 4 goes on and says, "traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away." Let's read this one more time, and let's read it the whole sentence, all right? Okay, so chapter 3, verse 1 is one sentence. Chapter 3, verses 2 to the end of verse 5 is another sentence. So we're going to read it all the way down, complete sentence. "For men," we'll start off in verse 1. "This know also that last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So don't think of it in terms of, perilous times like, the signs of the time and the end of the age and all of those kinds of things. Think of it as it directly relates to your day-to-day experience, okay? The Bible says to turn away from such individuals. It's more concerned with the type of attitude and the outward expression of said attitudes than it is with the particular age that we may find ourselves in. Because if you are around these kind of individuals, you will become these kind of individuals. All right? You become the company you keep. You shouldn't be surrounding yourself with every old body. The Bible says we're wise. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. You're in the world, but you're not of the world. Okay? You're in the world, but not of the world. So you're on a mission to rescue the lost. That doesn't mean you go out and get lost. Ship is out at sea, lost. You part of the rescue battalion or the rescue crew, the Coast Guard. Imagine if the Coast Guard got lost every time they went out to find a lost ship. That ought not be the case with you. You ought not be getting lost every time you go out into the world to rescue those and bring them nigh unto Christ. But that's your job. But you see, some have a form of godliness, denying the power thereof. The Bible says, from such turn away. So let's look at this a little bit here, and go into these, and we'll do this over the next couple of days. All right. 1, verse 2. All right. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. What does that mean? Okay. So fond of oneself, selfish. All right. Only here in this instance, by the way, does that mean that? Covetous. All right. Fond of money. Fond of money. Okay, so 1, that love of self, the I is more important than anything else. The deification of the self, so to speak. All right. And then the love of money. Because people have money really, 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 really twisted. They don't fully understand what money is. Because at the end of the day, money is debt. Money, notes of debt, IOUs. So you're collecting up everybody's debt. So who is the ultimate debt holder? Well, that's a good note to leave on. All right, why? Because we're out of time. It's only 8 minutes. The 8-minute Bible study, that means you should be able to make it each and every day just like I do. And it was a very busy day today, but it's never too busy for Bible study. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope it was a blessing to you. If so, please pass it along to someone else, friends and family. That's your part of this ministry. God bless you all. Keep it strong in the faith. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you.